let's talk about survival kits. Ever since my Boy Scout years, I've made it a hobby to build self-reliance kits or survival kits kung tawagin. And then you might ask, bakit nga ba natin kailangan ng survival kit? Para sa akin kasi, natural na yung meron akong need to be self-reliant, which is why I would much rather call it a self-reliance kit kesa survival kit, although mas maganda pakinggan yung survival kit. But in reality, these kits should be built with the major consideration of self-reliance. Think of it this way. A survival kit is very much like life insurance or a fire extinguisher. It's good to have it, pero you always think at the back of my mind, sana wag kong kailanganin. Ganon din ang survival kit or a self-reliance kit. So lately, ang goal ko is to build a comprehensive survival kit or a kit that's as complete as I can possibly make it. But at the same time, binigyan ko yung sarili ko ng challenge na another kit which is basically bare bones. So, kumbaga yung pinakamaliit na kaya kong dalhin at pwede kong dalhin araw-araw, incorporated into my ECS or everyday carry system. Like everything else, my everyday carry system and my self-reliance kits are all works in progress. So, ibig sabihin, maaring 2 or 3 years ago, meron ako nabuo na kit, pero bigla ko may isip na maybe I should replace this component or maybe I should improve on the size or pag-iisipan ko kung saan ko ilalagay or pag-iisipan ko yung convenience of having it with me all the time. So whatever we talk about in this particular episode might change over time, but the core principles are always there. In my experience as an outdoorsman during my Boy Scout years and every once in a while pag nakakalabas ako, nakakapag-hiking or camping, nakita ko na yung value ng isang self-reliance kit or survival kit. In one incident, way back, nung inabutan kami ng signal number 3 sa bundok, doon ako naghanap, doon ako naghangad na sana meron akong something to start a fire na waterproof. Kasi nung mga panahon na yun, yung Olivenza Bueno lang ang dala namin posporo. And there was hardly anything else for us to light a fire with. Tapos basang-basa yung kahoy, basang-basa na kami lahat. And it was next to impossible na makapag-start kami ng fire. So, naisip ko na way back na sana meron ako nung mga flint striker or yung mga ferrocerium rod or any fire starting device na hindi posporo. Kasi ang hirap. So way back in the early 1980s, naisip ko na kailangan makabuo ako ng matino na survival or self-reliance kit na pwede kong dalhin sa bundok. So that's where this all started. And over the years, habang gumaganda yung technology ng camping equipment and outdoor accessories, nag-i-improve din yung kit ko over time until I finally come up with what I currently have right now. Why would you need a survival kit kung wala ka naman sa bundok? I've proven this so many times na kahit na nandito lang ako sa Metro Manila, gamit na gamit sa akin ang survival kit. Lalong-lalo na kapag nagte-taping kami. So mostly outdoor yon, wala namang restaurant na kinakainan. So dapat may dala kang sarili mong lalagyan ng tubig, sarili mong kubiertos, and of course the Swiss Army knife was always there. So even in an urban setting, alam ko na gamit ang self-reliance kit, which is what I would prefer to call it, a self-reliance kit, kasi hindi ko na kailangan manghingi ng utensils, hindi ko na kailangan manghiram ng baso or whatever. So, gamit na gamit talaga. And no doubt na even in an urban setting, you do need a self-reliance kit. Another instance when I needed a self-reliance kit was during Typhoon Ondoy. Nung naglakad ako from Cubao to Cainta, naandala ko lang isang maliit na backpack na pinuno ko ng pagkain, a Swiss Army knife, and a flashlight. And that was basically it. Of course, the Swiss Army knife was the Victorinox Walker. That was all I had. Yung mga cellphone nung araw, mga Nokia pa eh. So, although I brought one, alam ko na nawalan ng signal somewhere in Marikina pa lang or after nawala sa boundary ng ng Quezon City, wala ng cellphone signal. So I practically disappeared for about a week, or I was not able to tell anyone kung saan ako nagpunta. Di pa naman uso yung mga Android phone ng mga panahon na yon. So there was really no way to tell anyone where I was unless naka-laptop ako na naka-hook up sa internet, which was unheard of at the time. Now, it's important to remember a self-reliance kit is something that you would need in an emergency or in an extreme event. Big sabihin, wala ng ilaw, walang tubig, walang mabilhan ng gasol, or there's no way to cook your food, there's no way to purify water, etc., etc. Most likely, gagamitin mo siya in a bug-out scenario or in the event na kinailangan mong lumikas from your current location. Minsan, pwede mo siyang gamitin sa loob ng bahay, like your flashlights, and portable stoves and stuff like that. But for me, a good survival kit or a survival kit, self-reliance kit, is something that I would most likely use when I'm outdoors. Now let's talk about the considerations. How do you plan for your self-reliance kit or your survival kit? The first thing to consider is, what scenario are you in? Is it something that will allow you to escape and evade an aggressor? So ito yung sabihin na natin extreme circumstance na magkaroon ng giyera at kinailangan yung lumikas to avoid conflict? Or is it something that you need to facilitate rescue? Kailangan yung mag-call for help. The second consideration is that, do you need a comprehensive self-reliance kit with all the tools kumpleto? Or would it be something na bare bones and skills-based? So, ibig sabihin, napakaliit ng kit mo. You will have to rely on everything you know para ma-maximize yung bare bones kit ninyo. And the third consideration is that in the unlikely event na kinailangan yung mag-bug out, kailangan yung mag-evacuate, is your kit small enough, portable enough na pwede nyong madala? Remember na kapag comprehensive yung kit nyo, kung lahat ng tools nandun, good luck na lang sa bigat. Conversely, pag napakaliit naman, are you skilled enough to use that small bare bones kit? At my level of readiness, siguro sa tagal ng panahon, with all the skills that I've learned, medyo na shrink down ko na yung kit ko. Sabi nga, the more you know, the less that you need. Pero sa totoo lang, malaking challenge pa rin talaga yung to pack something, to build a kit na tingin mo kompleto na based on your skill sets. Kasi sa totoo lang, mahirap talagang bumuo ng isang self-reliance kit na madaling dalhin or even pocket size na sa tingin mo, kumpleto na lahat ng kinakailangan mo. That's the challenge that I have for myself right now. Like I said, I have currently 3 major kit concepts. Yung pinaka-main survival kit ko is yung LBE harness. Now, in that particular LBE harness, I tried to put as much survival essentials as I can. Meron akong water container, meron akong stainless steel na canteen cup, pwedeng for cooking, for boiling. Nandun yung mga survival necessities for signaling, may fire starter, may some sort of temporary shelter, merong hygiene products, and a small trauma kit. Of course, nandyan yung at least 2 major cutting tools, which is a hunting knife and a multi-tool, yung Swiss tool. Added to that, meron din akong base plate compass and a button compass for navigation in case that I need to go from point A to point B or going back to base. In total, para na siyang bug-out bag. So, malaki, mabigat, and definitely hindi siya pocket size. My other kit, my second kit, is what I call a grab pouch. It's not as complete as my LBE harness, pero it has the bare essentials na meron akong Swiss Army knife, meron akong eating utensil, meron akong chem lights, fire starter, and some zip ties. Actually, hindi pa masyadong kompleto yung kit na yon. And I'm still trying to find other components that would fit in. So as it is, hindi pa siya kompleto. Lastly, I have some sort of a pocket survival kit. In its current form, medyo malaki pa siya. Merong pouch. But ang pinaka heart and soul of this survival kit is what people refer to as an Altoids tin. So kumbaga, kahit ito lang yung dala ko, I would be more or less complete or I would be more or less covered. Kumbaga, ito na yung bare bones setup. And what do I have in this bare bones setup? One is I have a base plate. I made a base plate for use in conjunction with the button compass for navigation. I have a partially cut glue stick. I have flame extenders, which are basically cotton wads na binabad sa petroleum jelly tapos sinaksak sa loob ng straw at ginawa kong sealed. I have a fire starter. I have a whistle, a striker which doubles as a pry tool, and some thread na ginagamit in the construction of bags and backpacks. For a cutting tool, meron din akong surgical blade na in-incorporate dito para lang magkasya lahat. I feel like hindi pa rin siya complete, pero if this was all I had, maybe there was some way that maybe there's at least something to start with. Hindi niya kailangan maging kompleto for it to be usable. And lastly, you have to take into consideration that self-reliance kits are starters lang. Kumbaga starter kits lang. You cannot expect a self-reliance kit or a survival kit to sustain you for a very long time. Kumbaga, this is just a tool in your toolbox to get you out of a certain situation para lang maitawid nyo, makatawid lang kayo dun sa sitwasyon na yon, dun sa challenge na gano'n. And the more you build on it, the more you make it complete, the bigger it's going to get until you finally decide na, kailangan ko na pala ng buong truck para lang madala yung buong bahay ko, para lang makover lahat ng survival needs ko. And that's not what a survival kit is all about. It's just something to help you get past a certain situation, a certain event, or an emergency na kailangan nyo malampasan. Hopefully to get further help or to get to civilization or whatever the goal is for that particular kit. At any rate, for someone who's been in the readiness practice for such a long time, I know for a fact that you need a self-reliance kit. You need a survival kit in whatever capacity. This could be an urban survival kit. This could be a forest or an outdoor survival kit. Nasa sa inyo yan. The basic rule na sinusunod ko is have a good knife, something to cut with, and something to make fire with. Doesn't have to be a fire starter. Could be a lighter, simple lighter. And you're on your way. Hanap ka na lang ng food, hanap ka na lang ng tubig, and you'll be all set. Now, if you notice, wala akong products na binanggit. Simply because, one, I don't have any sponsors. Mahirap kasi magbanggit eh. Wala naman akong kinikita. At any rate, you can do your own research pagdating sa mga gamit. I don't really have to endorse anyone or any particular product. As you go along in your readiness journey, makikita nyo na rin what works and what doesn't work. So it's all up to you. Hindi na ako naging specific sa mga items incorporated into the kits that I have. Simply because you have to determine your own needs. But have the basics there. A good knife, a way to start the fire, some snacks. Yung 3 things na yun. Hopefully, with that, makakagawa ka ng shelter, makakagawa ka ng mga utensils mo, etc. etc. Kaya nga, kung skills-based yung kit mo, ibig sabihin, konti lang, you have to learn a lot. You can assemble a comprehensive kit. You have to buy a lot. Choice is yours. And that's been the long and the short of it. This has been Abs Abando for Manila Sentinel Raw. Build your own self-reliance kit.